I'd now like to ask Sandy Hollway, the co-head of judges, to give his report on the judging for the Australian Event Awards 2012. Sandy is the former Chief of Staff to the Prime Minister Bob Hawke, Chief Executive of the Sydney 2000 Olympic and Paralympic Games, Chairman of the Canberra Bushfire Recovery Task Force and a member of the Queensland Cyclone Recovery Task Force. He was the Australian Government's whaling envoy and more recently Chair of the Australian Government's Review of Foreign Aid. Sandy, along with Johnny Allen, are the co-head of judges for the Australian Event Awards, and he's here tonight, and I'm so glad you could find time with all those things you do, Sandy, to say a few words about this year's awards program. Please welcome him.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and welcome to everybody to this wonderful industry night of nights for the event industry. First of all, if I may, and I will keep this very brief because I don't want to hear the music and I don't want to know what the penalty was, so I'll keep it very short. But I'd like to make some special thank yous first. And I'd like to start straight away, Ita, by expressing our appreciation to you for being our Master of Ceremonies or Mistress of Ceremonies, host. That's right. This evening. I think that your career has been characterised by the kind of tenacity and passion and flair, which indeed are the hallmarks also of every finalist and every winner in the event industry. These are exactly the qualities we need and that we have in this great industry in Australia. But thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
I'd also like to join Ita in thanking the partners. Without their contributions in kind, this event simply would not be possible. I'd like to also thank my co-chair of the judging panel, Johnny Allen, who is, of course is a luminary in the Australian event industry, and the 20 judges who give freely of their time on a voluntary basis, take the judging extremely seriously, and put a lot of time and effort into it. So thank you to all my fellow judges. And I would like to thank Ian Steigrad and the EPIC team at his company, the EPIC team who do such a wonderful job in putting this event on each year. And I would like to note that this has been a period which for various personal reasons has been a very difficult one for Ian, and he has had to, in fact, as he put it to me, drop the thing entirely into the lap of his staff this year. And they have picked it up and picked up the ball and run with it brilliantly. So congratulations, Ian, to you, but also particularly to your staff. Now, above all, though, I want to thank everybody who's here in this room tonight, who have come to this event to make it the great night it will be, but also to thank you for your contributions to the Australian event industry each day of the year. It is a marvellous industry, it's a clever country industry, it's an export industry, it's full of innovation and life and flair. It's just what we need. It is a hallmark of Australia, and you make Australia proud, every one of you. Now, I won't, you'll be pleased to know, go through the judging processes in detail. They are long and complex, but I just make 3 quick points. First of all, it is a very rigorous process. The criteria against which applications, nominations are judged are carefully thought through. The assessment is done very seriously. The distinctions to be made between different candidates are often very fine. There are numerical calculations. It is, in other words, a very objective process and rigorous. Secondly, to be nominated for one of these awards, you need to be nominated from within the event industry, and the judging panel is made up of people who are themselves practitioners of note in the industry. So I can assure everybody here and any company here, if you have been nominated, let alone become a finalist, let alone win tonight, then you are held in high regard by your peers in the industry. And the third point just is, it is a hot competition. and anybody who wins tonight, or indeed is a finalist tonight, can stand very, very tall indeed. We have excellent finalists. So I'd like to congratulate all the nominees and all the finalists, and with those words, Ita, I think we could probably move on to find out who are actually going to be some of the winners. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you.